This week, part 2 of our special on the Cannes Lions Festival of Creativity. We're going to show you some of the winning work, including the much praised, much vaunted Dumb Ways to Die campaign. We're also going to talk to 2 young South African creative directors who rubbed shoulders with the best of the best in global advertising. Now, in terms of the South African Medal Hall in France, 2 golds for the network BBDO agency here in Johannesburg in the radio category for its client Mercedes-Benz, and to Ogilvy Cape Town, a gold for its work on Cape Town tourism. The biggest medal count going to the TBWA agency here in Johannesburg, 8 in total. A very warm welcome to Mags on Media. Well, first up this week, as I mentioned, Ogilvy Cape Town winning a gold lion for its work on the Cape Town tourism account in the branded content category. That's becoming increasingly important. Creative director Nicholas Wittenberg at Ogilvy worked on the business. He's just returned from the south of France. Let's go to Cape Town. Nicholas, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Before we get to the work itself, one big impression this year, apart from the souvenirs, what else did you bring back from Cannes intellectually?
Well, the biggest conversation is around authenticity in communication. You know, the way that brand messages are communicated, having kind of relevancy or being authentic, I suppose. That was, for me, one of the biggest takeouts, I suppose.
I want to talk about some of the work, including Cape Town tourism, in just a bit. But just looking at your medal haul, 1 gold, but you also won silvers and bronzes. But come on, do they really count for anything? Are they important in your business?
Of course they are. I mean, I think people also just have a, hold a lot of value just in being shortlisted, I think. So winning a medal it's important.
Last time I put that to a comrades marathon runner when I said do bronzes count, he hit me over the head. So I think I know exactly what you were talking about. Cape Town tourism, I mean, that was your big success. You won a gold for that. Tough economic times, yes. Nicholas. A relatively low budget, I understand. Set it up for us. What was the brief and what did you eventually come up with at the agency?
Well, essentially the brief is to communicate to the European and American markets, Cape Town, obviously, and also not really focusing on the obvious sites like Table Mountain, the beaches. It's also the unexplored aspect of Cape Town, the parts of Cape Town that are not very popular or not really well known. And I think that was, the primary part of the brief was to communicate that to people.
Our client, Cape Town Tourism, wanted us to increase tourism during the festive season. But we didn't have the big media and production budgets most tourism brands are used to. We did have a beautiful city that we wanted to share with tourists all around the world. We needed to find a way to show people all this amazing stuff so they'd come to visit Cape Town. So we thought, why not use the place where people already share their holidays? Facebook. Our idea? Send your Facebook profile to Cape Town. People could send their Facebook profiles to virtually explore Cape Town in a personalized 5-day holiday. Each day, they received content in their timelines that showed them all the amazing things they could see and do. The biggest challenge was creating all the content. We shot over 150 POV video posts, wrote over 400 status updates, and took over 10,000 holiday snaps. Not only did people explore Cape Town through the eyes of their Facebook profiles, their Facebook friends did too. Some people actually thought they were really on holiday. Along the way, people received real gifts from the places their profile visited, and a few lucky winners got to experience their Facebook profile's holiday for themselves. At the end of the campaign, thousands of potential tourists had virtually explored Cape Town. The campaign definitely helped. Table Mountain had a record visitor year. Tourism increased by 4%, and next year's bookings already up by 118%. By using our content in a unique way, we made a big difference to Cape Town tourism with a small budget.
All right, the winning work there from Ogilvy Cape Town for Cape Town Tourism. Let's go back to Nicholas Wittenberg, Creative Director at Ogilvy in Cape Town. Two ads, Nicholas, that we asked you to talk to us about that stuck out for you. And this really has become a global talking point, Dumb Ways to Die. It's a public service campaign. Why has this found resonance with you?
Oh, for many reasons. I think, you know, the actual way that the characters in the actual piece are animated to the actual track, which is just a wonderfully catchy track. Really, the execution of is just extraordinary. And I mean, even down to the detail in the way that each of the different characters are animated, etc. I just, you know, the whole mood, the feeling, the emotion around it just resonates. I mean, you've got to really be quite a hard-assed individual for that not to resonate with one. You know?
I think what it also tells me is that you can do great work when it comes to the public service category.
Old unrefrigerated pie. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Invite a psycho killer inside. Scratch a drug dealer's brand new ride. Take your helmet off in outer space. Use a clothes dryer as a hiding place. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Keep a rattlesnake as a pet. Both your kidneys on the internet. Eat a tube of super glue. I wonder, what's this red button do? Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Dress up like a moose during hunting season. Disturb a nest of wasps for no good reason. Stand on the edge of a train station platform. Drive around the boom gates at a level crossing. Run across the tracks between the platforms. They may not rhyme, but they're quite possibly dumbest ways to die. Dumbest ways to die. Dumbest ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
Well, if you have a view on that work, you can always start or see the conversation on our Facebook page on this address. Let's go back to Nicholas in Cape Town. The other one that you like, Nicholas, the brand is Southern Comfort, whatever's a comfortable beach. Why did you like this one?
Well, it's extraordinarily simple. There's sort of irreverence to it that's just brilliant, actually. I mean, you've got to kind of just watch it to get that. It's just a wonderfully, you know, simple piece that really conveys the brand narrative.
Be me. Ain't nobody just like this. I gotta be me, baby, hit or miss. Sitting here all by myself, trying to be everybody else. Can't you see? be me. Ain't nobody just like this. I gotta be me. Baby, hit or miss. Look at you sitting there, all by yourself, listening to everybody. Everybody say, be everybody else. Can't you see?
Well, Nicholas Wittenberg, Creative Director at Ogilvy in Cape Town, thank you very much for joining us on Mags on Media. In the film category, the jury awarding 2 film Grand Prix. In the product and services category, McCann Melbourne winning for the campaign that you've just seen, Dumb Ways to Die. We're going to show you the other Grand Prix winner when Mags on Media continues.